Okay, in this video, we're going to write a quadratic equation in standard form. And if you're looking at the formula chart, there is a standard form in the formula chart. It's f of x equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. And in order to be able to write it in standard form, we are going to need 3 points. Any 3 points that's on the graph will give us all the information we need to write the equation in standard form. Now, if you notice, the points are only going to be your x and your y. That means you're actually solving for a, b, and c, 3 different variables. So what this means is with standard form, you're going to need to write your equations in systems of 3 equations, because you have 3 variables, a, b, and c, and then solve that systems of 3 equations. Okay, let's take a look. Jump right in. Here is my graph. On this graph, there are 3 identified points. And this one right here looks like it's 1, comma, negative 2. This point right here looks like it's negative 2, comma, 4. And then this last point right there looks like it's negative 3, comma, 0. All right, from each of those points, I have an x and a y, and that's enough to give me the equation. So because I have 3 points, I'm using y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. For the first point that I have, let's start with this side, negative 3, comma, 0. That point's going to give me an x and a y. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the y and plug it in here. Take this negative 3 for x and plug it into this x and this x. That leaves me with 0 equals to a times negative 3 squared plus b times negative 3 plus c. Right, all the x's goes in the x, the y goes in the y. And just simplifying it, negative 3 squared is going to give me 9. So I'm going to have 0 equals to 9 times a. And then b times negative 3 is going to give me negative 3b, so minus 3b plus c. There's nothing I can do with that. So that's one of the equation out of my system of 3 equation that I'm writing. So that's first point. Second point, I'm going to use negative 2, comma, 4. That's my x, and that's my y. So x is negative 2, y is 4. That's going to give me, plugging it back into that standard form formula, y, that's 4, equals to a times x, that's negative 2, square, plus b times x, that's negative 2, plus c. Okay, working it out, negative 2 squared is going to give me 4. Negative 2 times b is going to give me negative 2b. So I'm going to have 4 equals to 4a minus 2b plus c. That's my second equation for my systems of 3 equation. Now I'm looking at my third point. My third point is at 1, comma, negative 2. So my x is 1, my y is negative 2. Rewriting that into the standard form. So negative 2 equals to a times x, which is 1, square, plus b times x, which is 1, plus c. Simplifying it out, 1 square is going to give me 1. So you have negative 2 equals to 1a. b times 1 is going to give me 1b, so plus b plus c. There's my third equation of my systems of 3 equation. I'm going to take these 3 equations, put it together as a system. You have, I'm going to switch it around so that it equals to y. So I have 9a minus 3b plus c equals to 0. I have 4a, that's my second equation, minus 2b plus c equals to 4. My third equation, a plus b plus c equals to negative 2. And when I take this, you can either solve it, system of 3 equation by hand. I am going to take a calculator. There's 2 ways to solve it on your calculator. You can solve algebra, linear systems of equations, and make it into a system of 3 equations and plug it in like that. Or you can go into reduced row echelon form and use a matrix. So this would have been a 9, -3, 1, 0, 4, -2, 1, 4, 1, 1, 1, -2. When you solve it, either way, either using a system of equation or using a matrix, you're going to get what your A is equals to, what your B is equals to, and what your C is equals to. And in this case, your A, let's see if I can, let's do this right here. In this case, your A is actually a fraction. A equals to -3/2. Fractions are okay. B is equals to -7/2. And then C is equals to 3. Now that I have my A, B, and C, I can take these ABCs, go back up to my formula, the quadratic, the standard form formula, and plug in my A, B, and C into that equation. Remember, my x's and my y change back to my x's and my y. So final answer, y is equals to -3/2 x squared minus 7/2x plus 3. That would be my final equation for this graph in standard form.